Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Redgate-Large channel. Tonight we have got Everton versus Liverpool. It is Merseyside derby time, and some people would like to say it is the best time of the year. Merseyside derby, always full of drama. That is the one thing we can guarantee, isn't it? Always full of drama. Speaking of drama, we've had plenty going on in the Chelsea game. The Chelsea game has been abandoned for the time being. The players have come back out onto the pitch. That is because of it looks like there's been something in the crowd. Someone has been injured in the crowd or has fallen ill, is I believe the phrase that they have used. So hopefully a speedy recovery for that person. Do let me know, guys, if everything is okay in terms of the audio and the sound and in terms of lagginess, whatever it may be. And without further ado, we will jump into the Merseyside derby because there is a lot to talk about, and there always is with Merseyside derbies because they're always pretty exciting games, if you ask me. One of the most exciting derbies still left in the Premier League at the moment. There seems to be a lack of feisty derbies, and Liverpool versus Everton always seems to have it, doesn't it? Make sure as well, get your score predictions in the chat for me. That would be absolutely brilliant if you could get the score predictions in the chat for me as well. And let's have a run through some of the teams for today. So as you can see, the teams are on my left. Is it my left? Yeah, it is my left, but your guys is right. They are the teams for today, and we'll have a quick run through them. It looks like a 4-4-2 for Everton today, but I'm unsure if it's going to be a 4-4-2 or if it's going to be a 4-2-3-1 with defensive midfielders and then three attacking midfielders and then a striker. That's what I would assume. So let's have a look at the team then. So in goal, they've got Jordan Pickford. Right back is Seamus Coleman, who is the captain for this evening. Ben Godfrey, the FIFA legend himself, starting off at centre-half with Michael Keane. And Lucas Digne is it Nepenthes who calls him? Digne is at left-back. Lucas Digne hasn't really been as good as we expected him to be. Over the last few seasons, he was fantastic, but maybe hasn't shone to the same level. Maybe just like someone like Mo Salah, too higher standards that they've set for themselves, and as a result, people think that they're doing rubbish, when in reality, they're probably not doing too bad. Townsend, Decore, and Allen, as well as Gray and Richarlison, are the five across midfield. So I think that is Decore and Allen as defensive midfielders, then Gray as your attacking midfielder, Townsend outright, and Richarlison out left. And then through the middle is Solomon Rondon, as Dominic Calvert-Lewin is still out injured for Everton. And then we look at the Liverpool side, which of course they're always going to be the favourites, even if Everton did get their first win against them last season for must have been about 10 years, Everton getting that win. But tonight, the Liverpool team is as follows: a classic 4-3-3 for Liverpool. Did we really expect anything less? I don't think so. Alisson in goal with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andrew Robertson as the fullbacks. Then Joel Matip and Virgil van Dijk are the two centre-halves. Fabinho, Henderson and Thiago start at the three at the back. And then Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane are the wingers for this evening, with Diego Jota retaining his place in the centre-forward position, ahead, of course, of what's his name? Roberto Firmino. I don't know how Roberto Firmino's name just went from my head there. Let me know your score predictions for today's game. I'm inclined to think that this is going to be a massive Liverpool win. Everton looked good right at the beginning of the season. Maybe not as good as they did at the beginning of last season, but they did look good at the beginning of this season. Had Gray firing on all cylinders and all accounts, really. And since then, they haven't really reached that level, but you know, there's always time for them to improve, And maybe tonight, a Merseyside derby, anything can happen. Shah is having his tea, brilliant. Villa fans booing Grealish, that's disrespectful. Can't really blame him, though. Pickford better keep off Virgil van Dijk. I mean, that's all Liverpool fans can really hope for, isn't it? After last time. We are about to get us underway. Weirdly enough, it's Jordan Henderson taking the kick-off, which must be one of the first kickoffs he's ever taken in his career, to be honest with you. I can't imagine it happening often, unless that's a Liverpool strategy, and then he takes them every week. But we are underway here then, and if my timer is working correctly, it is. We are all underway, and exciting game on Amazon tonight. A very, very exciting game. So nice to see some football spread across the channels and not just on Sky Sports. That's always nice to see, and I like it. Happens over Christmas time. It's happened the last couple of Christmases, hasn't it? That we've ended up actually having across different channels, and it means other people can access it. But that's a lovely ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold really early on to find Sadio Mane, and a little bit of a miscommunication inside 30 seconds there between the captain Seamus Coleman and Jordan Pickford. Jordan Pickford is all smiles, but Trent Alexander-Arnold's through ball to Sadio Mane there, absolutely pinpoint. And then Seamus Coleman just wanted some help from his goalkeeper and has had to play it behind because he's not been switched on enough, has not come out quick enough. And I'd almost be inclined to say that Seamus Coleman is absolutely right to yell at his goalkeeper there. He should have come out a lot earlier. But Trent has an opportunity. Liverpool have an opportunity from this corner, an early opportunity to really test Jordan Pickford, who looks a little bit asleep there. Trent whips it in onto the head of Matip. And it's just glanced wide by Joel Matip. Free header. Should he have done better? I think so. Joel Matip, so unlucky. So unlucky. I think he should do better, though. I think he needs to hit the target from there, just outside the 6-yard box. Just outside the 6-yard box. The score prediction I'm going to go with tonight is I'm going to go with 2-1 to Liverpool. I can't see any other winner tonight other than Liverpool. And, well, I'm sure Liverpool fans, I'm sure Fraser will be pleased with that one. And Everton, of course, though, they aren't any slouches. They aren't a slouch anymore, are they? And Thiago plays a lovely ball there to find Robertson. Robertson, his pass is a little bit behind Diego Jota, but rolls it out to Mohamed Salah. Salah goes wider to Henderson. Henderson clips that in, looking for Mane. Drops. Is that going to drop for Jota? Jumped over Diego Jota there. Decore. He's clipped in again by Robertson, looking into the box. And Everton are able to defend that time. Evening, Oliver. How are we doing, mate? Hope you've had a good day. That's a lovely ball. Oh, my gosh. Mohamed Salah. It looked easier to score. It was a difficult ball in at the beginning, and then once he got the touch on it, it looked easier to score. He was so close. Jota with a lovely ball in, and he should have gone with it with his right foot there, Mohamed Salah. It's come across from the left-hand side, and he's reached out with his left foot, and he should have gone with his right foot. He should have gone with his right foot there, Mohamed Salah, and he's put it over as a result. And Everton, they look slow. They look sloppy this afternoon. They look absolutely sloppy at the moment. Really sloppy from Everton in the opening stages. Really sloppy. And Liverpool look like they've got away with one there. Everton, look like they've got away with one there. Liverpool will be disappointed with the way that has happened and the finish of it. The live win probability is 57%. Going with Liverpool, which is pretty mental already. Oliver is going 4-0 to Liverpool for his prediction. I went 2-1 Liverpool. I think we'll see a goal from Everton tonight. They do look a little bit cautious almost without Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but they've still got plenty of talent in that midfield and the attack as well. Of course, last season we looked at Everton right at the beginning of the season and thought, hang on, they might have a sneaky outside chance here of actually challenging for a European spot. Maybe we don't think that now. I would be inclined to say that we don't think that at the moment, but you never know with this Everton team. You really do never know. You never know. It depends on which Everton team turns up. It looks like at the moment, just from that sort of frame that we're at now, it looks like Richarlison and Damari Gray are going to be swapping between the centre attacking mid-roll and the left attacking mid-roll. So it looks like that's going to be a little bit more dynamic than we're maybe used to seeing. Sam, are you watching the Chelsea game too? No, I'm not, but that would be a good shout if I did do that, actually. But no, I'm not watching the Chelsea game too. So if you could keep me up to date with that, Oliver. Of course, I didn't expect the Chelsea game to being like the 25th minute. It was supposed to be at half time by the time I started this stream. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Here's Damari Gray. Gray looks across one line. Oh, Andros Townsend. 50p head from Andros Townsend, and it's gone the wrong way. And oh my gosh, Andros Townsend. What have you done there, lad? What have you done there, lad? That's a good shout, actually, Oliver. I'm kind of tempted to get the Chelsea game up as well. Jordan Henderson, lovely ball flicked over the top there, looking for Thiago, but defended in the end by Lucas Digne, who's managed to get himself across the box. Good defending in the end. That's a really good shot, actually, Oliver. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Probably because I'll end up being too distracted. But what is the Chelsea score? It is still 0-0 by the looks of things. I can't actually see it at the moment. It is still 0-0, yeah. All right, let's put these side by side, and then I can see the chat as well. I've got 3 screens running here, guys, so this is going to be a Chelsea double. A Watford fan collapsed earlier. Yeah, I know. Oh, unfortunate stuff. Awful to hear, but glad to hear that he is on the mend, though, Oliver. Glad to hear he is on the mend, and good stuff. Southampton beating Leicester. Yeah, I've seen that. Southampton came out the blocks firing today, didn't they? Came out absolutely firing. And West Ham, like you say, Oliver, resuming that good form at the moment. They seem to be absolutely flying, West Ham United. It seems to be West Ham are going from strength to strength, and Everton, Spurs, Arsenal, maybe not so much Arsenal, but they could do with learning from this West Ham United side and how to keep the form and keep the momentum going. If you are in the chat, guys, be sure to drop a comment. Let us know your score prediction. Nearly 7 minutes on the clock, and it is Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Everton started a little bit sloppy in this game, but in the first sort of 2-3 minutes, but in the last couple, they have looked like they've got their that's a lovely ball there from Jordan Henderson. Let me hold that there into Diego Jota. Oh, good defending by Michael Keane. They look like they've booked their ideas up a little bit here, Everton. And in comparison to the first few minutes where they did look slow and they did look sloppy. Lovely ball from Fabinho to find Sadio Mane. Mane up against Seamus Coleman. Mane, is he going to try dance away? Pulls it back to Salah. Oh, good save by Jordan Pickford. Brilliant save by Jordan Pickford, I think. I'm not sure if that hit the post. It was a lovely ball from Sadio Mane. Picked out Salah. Salah, great save by Jordan Pickford. A brilliant save. He looked like he just dived a little bit too far there and still managed to get his hand on it. Brilliant save from Jordan Pickford there to deny the main man, Mohamed Salah. And Everton living dangerously. Like I said, living dangerously at the moment. Rodgers is getting sacked for the United job. I mean, I don't think he'd want to go to the United job, if I'm brutally honest with you. Just seen Mason Mount on the Chelsea game. Why not? Oh, Jordan Pickford, very fortunate save there, actually. When you come to look at it, second, third viewing, he almost dives over it, but he didn't, and it's a good stop as a result of that. It is a good stop as a result of that. I need to try. This is really confusing now, trying to keep up with 2 games at the same time. I'll just switch the commentaries between the 2 of them. Salah into Henderson. Henderson tries to flit around the corner. Easily read, though, by Luca Digne. But Digne's put Allen into a bit of trouble there. But Damari Gray does really well there. And Everton might be able to counter-attack there. But that's well read by Andrew Robertson. And that's a ball forward. Is Sadio Mane offside there? That is the question. No, he rolls it into Robertson. Robertson back to Jordan Henderson. Henderson! 1-0! Easy as you like. Jordan Henderson started off the move, and it is finished again by Jordan Henderson, the captain for Liverpool. What an emphatic finish that was on his left foot, edge of the box, side foot into the back of the net. What a finish that is by Jordan Henderson, and that is Liverpool 1. Liverpool 1, Jordan Henderson 0? No, Jordan Henderson and Liverpool 1, Everton 0, and it's an instant impact in the derby for Liverpool. That is a brilliant team goal. It was Andy Robertson who's got the assist, if anyone's wondering, on his left foot. That's a lovely, tidy finish on his weak foot there by Captain Fantastic Jordan Henderson. A lovely finish. What a goal. A very good team goal by Liverpool and Jordan Henderson. And Everton, I said it right at the beginning. They were slow. They were sloppy. Fraser says, wait, it could be off. Can it be off? Can it be off? I didn't see where it could be off, if I'm honest with you. Maybe Sadio Mane was offside. Let's have a look at this. If Fraser is correct. No, the play has resumed. So, no, it is definitely a goal. And Liverpool are definitely 1-0 up in this game. And Jordan Henderson is the man to thank for Liverpool fans with a delightful finish on his left foot. Let me update the banners and everything. If you haven't already, guys, make sure you've dropped a like on the video, and of course hit subscribe, and let us know your score prediction as well. You get a little bit of a head start now. You know there's at least going to be one goal in the game. Mohamed Salah out on the right hand side tries to involve Trent Alexander-Arnold, but easily read by Lucas Digne, who saw it all of the way there. There we are, and we're all up to date now, guys. All up to date. That was so easy. It absolutely was easy. It really was easy, I must say. A very easy finish. Must have been an awkward moment in the tunnel, Pickford and Van Dijk. I can imagine. Fraser said, Oliver said as well that Mason Mount has hit the post. I must have missed that in my excitement for the Liverpool goal. Mason Mount hitting the post. Everton have a free kick sort of just inside their own half here, and it's Andros Townsend who's going to whip a cross in there. That's a delightful little ball in, but Diego Jota's done really well to get a toe on it. Liverpool might be able to counter-attack here. Sadio Mane going forward. Mane has a runner of Jota, but easily read there by, I'm not even sure who that was. It was Solomon Rondon. That's why I was so confused. That's a lovely ball into Rondon, though, by Allen. Here's Demarai Gray. Is that a foul by Thiago coming back? No. Referee says no. Everton lose the ball. And, Digne being pressured there by Mohamed Salah. Nearly gave the ball away, but eventually played it back. Where's His Goals? I'm watching something on His Goals. It's so slow. I'm actually watching it on Amazon, so you'll just have to watch with me, Jay. You'll just have to watch with me. Chelsea and Watford still 0-0, 25 minutes on the clock. Of course, their game was postponed a little while as well because of a, what was it? It was a Watford fan who was taken ill, believed to be really serious at the time. Fortunately, the Watford fan has been stabilised, and hence why football has resumed. They were, if there had been bad news, the Watford and Chelsea players did agree that they wouldn't come out if that was the case. But great news to see the players back on the pitch, and of course, absolutely fantastic news to have the Watford fan stabilised and on his way to hospital, which is just around the corner from Vicarage Road as well, I hear. So good stuff. Demarai Gray there trying a desperate shot there to get one off early, test the hands of Alisson, but looked like Robert Huth's free kick. And if you don't know that, Google Robert Huth free kick. If you don't know that reference, Google it and you won't be disappointed. In the Chelsea game, though, Havertz has managed to wriggle free here with a bit of room, and he's deemed offside again. Shame it wasn't Timo Werner, because if it was offside, Timo Werner would have bagged. You know what Timo Werner's like. Back to Liverpool, though. Fabinho rolls it into Jordan Henderson. Henderson, with a bit of space here to drive into, drops it to Salah. Salah comes back inside to Fabinho. Fabinho moves it over. Here's Thiago. Andy Robertson, back into Mane, back into Robertson again. Liverpool just taking their time, trying to find a few gaps. They've already found a few in the opening stages of this game. They know that they're there for them to take. And Trent plays a ball into Salah. Salah does really well there to give that to Jota. And Jota with a lovely little dancing run here rolls it back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh, what a save that is from Jordan Pickford. A lovely save. Trent hit that so well. Trent Alexander-Arnold picked out that top corner on his left foot this time. And he's absolutely drilled it. Jordan Pickford does really well. And that will be a Liverpool corner, and Trent will go out and take that one as well. Really good effort there from the Liverpool born and bred player, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Here's Thiago from this corner, though. Thiago, he's going to clip it in. He is. Looking at that front post, though. Cleared by Solomon Rondon. Allen is underneath that. Trent manages to redeem the play, and Liverpool are going to retain possession again, and they're going to revert back, and they're going to try and just recycle the ball a little bit here, Liverpool. But that's been given away. That has high up the field to Decore. Decore has Townsend wider. Townsend goes down. Is that in the box? The referee's given it as a dive. Oh my gosh. I thought that could have been a free kick, maybe even a penalty, but the referees deemed it as a dive. It was a tackle between Robertson and, yeah, definitely a dive. Very, very good spot. Credit where credit's due to the referee here. Credit where credit's due. Andros Townsend, blatant dive. And really, really good spot there from the referee. He looked like he might have got away with one. If I'd have been the ref there, I would have thought he would have. On the Chelsea game, though, Havertz rolls it into Mount. Mount makes it 1-0. Oh, my gosh. Mason Mount has scored for Chelsea. Good stuff. And guess who's my FPL captain this week? It is Mason Mount. Get in. Hopefully that's not offside. We'll go back to the Liverpool game in a second, but hopefully that's not offside. But Chelsea are 1-0 up in their game as well now. I've got to keep my Chelsea faithful going. Thank you for the point there, Oliver. Keeping the Chelsea game on as well. Evening to Jonathan. He says, hi, Sam. Hi, Sam, mate. How are you doing? I'm doing very well, Jonathan. It's been a little while since I've seen you in the stream, so welcome back, and hope you are doing well as well, buddy. Hope your life's going well. Hope life's treating you well. And if you haven't already, do be sure to drop a like on that video for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Back to the Liverpool game, though. It was really good play, that, actually, from Chelsea, and Mason Mount gets his 5th goal of the season. Everton, though, starting to grow into the game against Liverpool here. Since Liverpool have scored, Everton are starting to get on the ball a little bit more, which is always a positive for them. That is what they need to do against Liverpool. Stop Liverpool from playing, stop them being able to dictate play. And Richarlison's done really well there. Demarai Gray's in the middle. Good defending by Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's managed to scoop one behind there. And Liverpool seem to be getting caught up the field here. It was good work from Rondon. And then Richarlison using his pace just as Rondon's pressing. And nearly puts in a good ball to Demarai Gray, not Andre Gray. He plays at, West Brom or someone like that now. Demarai Gray is going out to take this corner, though. Demarai Gray whips one in. Is that going to beat the front post? No, it isn't. Seems to be a really common theme at the moment of corners not beating the front post. It really annoyed me in the Chelsea game last week that they didn't do that. Evening, Shah. How are we doing, mate? Let us know your score prediction for the Liverpool game. It is Liverpool 1, Everton 0. Jordan Henderson opened the scoring really, really early on with a delightful little goal. Henderson whips that one in, looking for Mane. Punch clear there by Jordan Pickford. Hope you're doing well. Oliver Twist. Hate being called that. We have Arsenal at 8:15 tomorrow. It is weird timings. Shah's going 3-1 Everton. I mean, as a United fan, I like the optimism there for you. I like the optimism. Chelsea on the attack again. Chelsea, Havertz is through. Is Havertz offside? He is. Of course he is. Kai Havertz is offside. He didn't time his run very well at all there. As soon as I saw that on the Chelsea game, did not time his run very well there. Chelsea could score 4 or 5, though, now. They look absolutely on it. But back to Everton. Everton attacking here, but cleared by the Liverpool defenders. And it was Seamus Coleman that time putting a ball in, and Liverpool might be able to counter-attack themselves here. Henderson plays the ball through. Here goes Mohamed Salah. Salah against Pickford. Salah! 2-0. That is easy as you like. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Mohamed Salah with a delightful finish across goal. And that is Liverpool 2, Everton 0. What a finish that is. What a finish that is. And my dream team is going crazy. Mason Mount scored. So has Mohamed Salah. Is it offside? I don't think so. I think it was a good timed run by Mohamed Salah to make it 2. And Liverpool just making them pay here. Making Everton pay. Let's just watch this again before I do confirm. Yeah, miles onside. Miles onside. It is Liverpool 2, Everton 0. Definitely. And you can't give Mohamed Salah that kind of space and time. You cannot give him that kind of space and time, especially in a derby and especially with the form he is in. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. And Yusuf's in the chat. Evening, Yusuf. Thank you for stopping by, dude. And he's put 4-1 Origi hat trick off the bench and changed it to 5-1 to make sure that Origi hat trick can happen as well. Good stuff, good stuff. Evening. And that is Mohamed Salah. That must be his 15th goal of the season. Someone tell me how many goals Mohamed Salah is on this season, because it must be pretty damn high, if you ask me. It must be pretty damn high now. He is absolutely on fire, the Egyptian King, as Liverpool fans like to dub him. The Egyptian King is on fire, and it doesn't look like he's going to stop here, and he's won another corner here for Liverpool. Good stuff for Liverpool. Liverpool look like they are going to run Chelsea and Manchester City right down to the end of this season, and it's going to be a 3-horse race the whole time. Everton fans leaving, says Jimmy. Already, I did not spot that. That is a good shout. That, of course, Liverpool are kind of cheating though, having Rafa Benitez as Everton's manager. They are kind of cheating. I will give him that. Yes, Oliver, I don't know what you were talking about there. I only got 33 points for week 13. I didn't get many, I must say. Trent whips one in. Is that going to fall to someone? Oh, my gosh, it bounced off Michael Keane, of all people, and goes behind. And that could have been so close to Ripple in the back of the net there for Liverpool. And, oh, my gosh, it's glanced off. I think it's glanced off Jota. And Keane is just hit him. He can't do much more there, Keane. Cannot do much more. Sam, did you see my team? I haven't looked at other people's teams for a little while here. If I'm brutally honest with you, Shah. If I'm brutally honest with you. Robertson whips another ball in here. Everton are under the cosh at the moment. Really, really struggling to find their feet in this game. And they look like they're going to be absolutely battered in this game, if I'm brutally honest with you. If they carry on like this, it could be 4 or 5. Chance in the Watford-Chelsea game. I think that was Danny Rose that fell to in the box, but Edouard Mendy equal to that save. It was a good driven shot, actually. I forgot you was live. I was going to come in at kickoff, but I'm now here. No worries, Max. No worries. And Max has just reminded me, actually, because obviously Max is on my TikTok. But if you do have a TikTok account, I've been uploading, and I'm sure Max will vouch for this, very, very good content, in my personal opinion. But I've been uploading... I'm trying to upload sort of a couple of times a week. So the TikTok account is active. So if you do have one, go follow me over there, Sam Redgate-Large. And yeah, why not? Why not, eh? That corner for Liverpool didn't really materialise into anything. Ball drops in the box, and Matic just tried to flick the ball back towards goal. Not really succeeded in doing that, though. And Everton easily able to defend. Just watching this Mohamed Salah goal yet again. Calm as you like. A beautiful finish. How does he do it? How does he do it? Sam, you never reply back on TikTok. Shah, do you even have TikTok? I don't know if you have TikTok. You say you never reply back on TikTok, but I don't even know if you have TikTok. Oliver's trying to get his team absolutely perfect. Bernardo Silva scoring, Cornet scoring, and... how many likes for you to cut off your beard? If I hit 600 subscribers by the end of the year, I will shave off my beard. Sam, did you like my story about Grealish? Yeah, pretty mental that he teaches his cousin. Pretty mental. Good stuff. I follow him. Shah, message me on TikTok, because I didn't even realize you had TikTok. That is the problem there for you, Shah. If it's not under your name, how am I supposed to realize that? How am I supposed to realize that? If you are new to the channel, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe. At the moment, I'm keeping you up to date with 2 games, which is confusing the hell out of my brain. I'm end up saying Mohamed Salah's score for Watford at this point, but enjoying it. Gotta watch the team I love as well, and that is Chelsea, not Liverpool. Richarlison plays that into Damari Gray. Gray, oh, good feet. Oh. Trent Alexander-Arnold, really good recovery run. Really good recovery run. Lovely recovery run from Trent Alexander-Arnold there. Damari Gray turned inside and out Virgil van Dijk there with some fantastic feet. But Trent Alexander-Arnold did really well to recover, get in behind, and make up for the mistake that Virgil van Dijk had made. I don't even think you can call it a mistake. It was just good, brilliant play from Demarai Gray. Liverpool have regained possession now here with Andrew Robertson. Robertson goes forward. Here's Diego Jota. Jota finds Henderson. Henderson into Mane. Mane with his back to goal rolls it out to Mohamed Salah. Sorry, I just got distracted there by the Chelsea game. 2 players have gone down after colliding heads. Hope both are okay. Loftus-Cheek and I'm not sure who number 5 is for Watford. Obviously, I don't have the team sheets up. Doesn't look too serious, though. Maybe just a little bit concussed there. No Jimenez level. Oh, my gosh. Good strike there from Sadio Mane. Decent save from Pickford. Maybe should have done a little bit better to get that out of play. Ball whipped in. Jota pulls it back to Thiago. Blocked, though, by Michael Keane. And Keane can get the ball clear. And here is Richarlison. Richarlison has to do everything on his own at the moment up front. Sam, you followed me on my iPad. What does that even mean, Shah? What? Sadio Mane with a lovely drive there. 26 minutes on the clock. Still Liverpool 2, Everton 0. Goals from Mohamed Salah, of course, and Jordan Henderson separate the sides at the moment. Still 1-0 as well in the Chelsea-Watford game. Plenty to talk about at half-time, ladies and gents. So do stick around for half-time. Fraser, if this vid hits 20 likes, Shah will say Liverpool is the best. Make sure you get liking then, guys. Manchester United fan willing to give that up for 20 likes. That's a good ball, looking for Demarai Gray, who's off this left-hand side now. Demarai Gray sends Trent to get some biscuits from the shop. Here is Demarai Gray. Demarai Gray! Oh, good header, though, by Virgil van Dijk. Oh, no, it was Matip who stood firm, stood in the way there. Here's Decore. Everton starting to finally put a bit of a press on, bit of pressure on Liverpool. Good turn from Andros Townsend there to get away from Thiago. Referee, though, has given Andros Townsend the free kick there. Both players in the Watford-Chelsea game who went down after their collision of heads have both come on the field as well. A medical situation at Southampton. A fan is in danger. Hopefully they're okay. Crikey, it's all going off tonight. Hopefully they are okay, Shah. Not good to hear. Especially 2 in one night. That is not fun. Not good stuff. You can see there's 13 people in the stream at the moment. If you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe for me. And let us know what your thoughts on the opening 27 minutes of this game at Goodison Park. Liverpool dominating, but Everton starting to book their ideas up now, starting to slowly but surely book their ideas up, and it's what they need to do, because otherwise they're going to be in deep trouble, Everton, because Liverpool, we know how ruthless they are, in front of goal. Richarlison finds Digne, back into Richarlison. Richarlison whips it over, looking for Coleman, who's got a little bit of space here. Here is Seamus Coleman. Coleman, though, he's been closed out of it and pressed out of a pass there, and he's only able to give it to Allen, and Thiago, bit of a coming together there between the two of them. Sam, I think you need to make the lineup smaller and then add the other games as a banner, but smaller. Yeah, I can do that if you want, Shah. I'll have to redesign it a little bit because obviously I do take up quite a large proportion, but I thought this would be helpful. Obviously, I have to keep this bit the same at the top because that's where the timer is. But yeah, it just depends on how small, because obviously I can't see what it looks like on a phone, and you don't want to make it too small so that people can't see it and bombard people. But there we are. This is a master plan of Benitez. Once a red, always a red. That's what they always say. Manchester City 1-0 according to Fraser. Fraser's turning into Jeff Shreves. Jeff. Ben Godfrey does really well there, actually, but Trent's managed to win the ball back, and Fabinho's flicked the ball around the corner for Jota. Jota might be able to use his pace there to get away from Coleman. Thought that was potentially a foul there on from Seamus Coleman on Diego Jota, but the referee decides otherwise and doesn't believe it is. Diaz has scored right above your head next to Everton versus Liverpool. Yeah, I'm not sure it'd work though, because if I then stretch up or anything, because if I stretch up or I go like that, then it doesn't really work. That's the thing. I just don't want to bombard stuff. I'll work it out. Watford have just scored against Chelsea. Anyone who's got Chelsea in defenders in their fantasy team, you're in trouble. Dennis has just scored for Watford. It was a bit of a P roller, if I'm brutally honest with you, but I don't know how that's going there. Definitely a goal, that one as well. Let's have a watch of that goal. Where's it come from? Chalobah plays it into Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek leaves the ball, and then Watford could break, and Sissoko finds Dennis, and Dennis, it takes a little deflection off Rudiger, and the deflection looks like it's beaten Mendy on the way in there. I think he'd have been all right in the first place. If that doesn't touch Rudiger, I think he saves that. But that is Watford 1, Chelsea 1. Allen's just picked up a yellow card there for a cynical foul on Jota, I believe, in the Liverpool game, that is. Sam, add the new banners now, please. I can't, Char. It'll take me ages to add all of that stuff. Richarlison's having a bit of a word with Diego Jota. I have to redesign everything, Char. That's the thing. I'll redesign it all, and for the next stream, we'll have it all set up. Next 3 o'clock. At least put the Chelsea-Watford one right next to the Liverpool. I mean, I guess I could do that. I'll try about that out. Let's hope it doesn't cover up my face. Good shout, Char. Friends will be friends. Centre-back scored a goal, to be fair. Good goal, to be fair. Chelsea are back underway. Everton and Liverpool are back underway, though. A little bit of a wait there, just because they were trying to decide if Allen's was a red card or a yellow card, been deemed a yellow card, and of course treatment was needed for Diego Jota as well. So we are back underway. 32 minutes on the clock. Everton showing a few optimistic signs that they could get back into this game. And they've looked better since those opening sort of 15, 20 minutes where they weren't great. Especially those first opening 5 or so minutes really weren't great, Everton. But they look like they've put their ideas up just slightly. They're not quite as woeful as they were right at the beginning. It just looked like a slow start from Everton, really. A really slow start, and they just didn't look at the races, really. And Liverpool made them pay pretty quickly and pretty early on, as we can see. 9 minutes in, the goal from Jordan Henderson. But it is all good, all good. I'm just sorting this out for you, Shah, and then you can be happy that we've got them both on there. Oh. Robertson's just gone down, a little bit winded by the looks of things. Let's watch that one again. Yeah, he just clatters into Andros Townsend, and it's just the power of Andros Townsend hit him in the chest. And as a result, he's just had the wind taken out of him. He's just going to sit down for a little while. It looks like actually he's got a bit of a blooded nose as well. So what is why can I hear the commentary for the Watford game? That really got me worried then. They were talking about a short corner, and I've not got it on the screen whilst I'm doing this. Chelsea look a little bit shaky, I must say. Chelsea look very, very shaky at the moment. They don't quite look like the team that we've seen in recent weeks, and maybe that is a little bit of overplaying them at the moment. But I'm sure in the second half, Thomas Tuchel will have given a rocket up their backside, one would imagine. 35 minutes on the clock in the Liverpool game, nearly half time in the Chelsea game as well. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm making Sam work. I'm your assistant now. So if you'd like, I mean, it's not a very well paid assistant job, but yeah. And by not very well, it's not at all. So if you're happy with that, Shah, you can have that. There we are. Sorted. Let's get the other game back up again. There we are. Watford are really, really rattling Chelsea as well. Sissoko, good opportunity there. If he'd have hit that, made the connection with it properly, then would have found the back of the net. Would have found the back of the net. 10 quid per minute. You wish, yeah. Jesus. That'd be loads, wouldn't it? What'd that be? 600 quid an hour. Oh, my God. I don't know how much you think I earn, but there's been a strong tackle here as well on Mason Mount, and been a yellow card here in the Watford game. Liverpool playing themselves into problems, though, in the Merseyside derby, and Fabinho's done really, really well there, actually, to get himself out of that. It is 2-2, Southampton versus Leicester. Here's Henderson. Henderson rolls it into Thiago. Thiago goes back to Matip. Oh, that's a heavy tackle from Ekong on Mason Mount there. I think it looks worse because Mason Mount's pulled out of the tackle. I think it looks worse because of that. And it is quite high as well. There's a lot of power in it in the Watford-Chelsea game. They've got 5 minutes of added time in this as well. Godfrey tries. That was awful from Ben Godfrey there. They just don't look switched on, Everton. They haven't looked switched on for most of this first half. They had a sort of a 5, 10, 7-minute spell midway through this first half of a bit better pressure. But at the moment, they just don't look at it. Don't look at it. Decore tries to find Rondon. Rondon's been really quiet so far. He's having to come in deep to collect the ball. That's not where you want Solomon Rondon. You want him in front of goal. Richarlison finds Demarai Gray. Demarai Gray! 2-1. Game on. Hello. Hello. Here we go. It is 2-1. Demarai Gray. That's all they needed to do. Find that gap. Trent Alexander-Arnold exposed at the back there. And easy for Demarai Gray. Found the back of the net so easily there, Demarai Gray. Lovely finish. Lovely finish. It is definitely miles onside. And easy stuff. Easy stuff. It was like the Liverpool defenders weren't there. Demarai Gray. Easy stuff. He's looked relatively bright tonight, but not really had a sniff so far, Demarai Gray. And at the first opportunity, there you are, back of the net, and that is 2-1. And, well, that was my score prediction for the end of the game, but it's starting to get a bit fiery now. A yellow card for Thiago. It's all starting to kick off just slightly at the minute. Just slightly. Seamus Coleman having words with Thiago. Thiago telling him to do one in no uncertain terms. It's starting to kick off a little bit in this Merseyside derby and starting to get a little bit tasty. Just what we wanted, wasn't it? Just what we wanted. We love a good old scrap. We do love a good old scrap in these games. "40 minutes on the clock. Oh, it's so much excitement, so much excitement. And the Chelsea game as well is getting exciting as well. It is half-time in the Chelsea game. Mason Mount and Dennis are the two players to have scored. It is 1-1 in that game and 2-1 in this game as well. Sam is the new Mark Goldbridge. Sam, did Salah score this game? Yeah, he did. Why? It says it at the bottom, doesn't it? Or did I accidentally delete him? I didn't update one of them, but yeah. Yeah, I put Salah scored. Another hefty tackle there on Jordan Henderson there. Another hefty tackle. The tackles are coming in left, right, and centre here for both teams, and they're not afraid. They aren't afraid of picking up a booking here. Part of the Merseyside derby, but they're really going for it. Really going for it. Lucas Digne, the player to give away the foul there. 5 minutes until half time. Just waiting for the referee to resume play here. There's a drop ball that's been given back to Alisson, and play will resume there with Alisson, who finds Trent. Trent, who's just ruined all my fantasy points there by not keeping a clean sheet. Is João Cancelo playing tonight? Because that might come in helpful. Lovely play from Liverpool here. Jota finds Henderson. Henderson spreads it nicely to Trent. Trent has Mane and Jota ahead of him. He's also got Salah ahead of him as well. Looks for Jota, though, and easily read by Decore there. Poor pass, but Virgil van Dijk's misjudged his jump, but referee deems that was actually a foul. Sam, when's the Germany vlogs going to be released? They are being released over this weekend. So you've got a shorter one tomorrow, and then you've got 3 10-minute ones Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I thought I'd spread them out for you, and then you can watch them over a couple of days. Hopefully it'll bring some traffic to my channel, because like I said, I want to get to that 500 mark by the end of the year. We seem to be going a little bit dormant. So if you do know anyone who would enjoy the Sam Redgate-Large channel, make sure you have shared it with them. Robertson switches the ball nicely, looking for Mohamed Salah. Salah, though, just not quick enough to get on the end of that. It was a good ball from Robertson, really, but he's just slightly overhit it. Sam, did you see Havertz? By Havertz, you mean the fact that he missed his open? Did he miss an open goal? No, he was offside, wasn't he? Do you mean that? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Let's see how many likes we are on the stream. We are on 8 likes, ladies and gents. Can we get us up to 10 likes? That would be greatly appreciated. Seems to be a very stop-start at the moment, this Liverpool-Everton game. 2 minutes to half-time. Damari Gray, 1 shot on target, 1 goal. All he needed today. Jota trying to play through Mane again, but ran through there to Jordan Pickford. Sam Goldbridge made a good point. These cardiac arrests are getting more common, but do you think they have happened a lot, but the game hadn't been stopped, and post Eriksen it changed? I mean, it could well be, but it could also be, as a general population, our health is getting worse. Maybe after the course of the pandemic, you don't know, people have been locked inside. Maybe we're not in as good condition as we once thought we were, or we once were. So it might be the fact that post Eriksen, post Fabrice Muamba, over the last few years, everything has improved and got a lot better. But I don't feel like we ever heard of it as much, rather than, because it's very unlikely that a fan would go down in the crowd having a cardiac arrest and someone not to do anything. Which other game was the one that was supposed to have stopped? Has that one restarted yet? I can't remember what you said there. Decore rolls into Mari Gray again. Gray goes past Fabinho. Definite foul. What? Is he going to book him? Oh my gosh. The referee's put Damari Gray there for simulation again. He loves giving out a yellow card for simulation. This referee does. I don't think that was a yellow card for simulation. Let's watch it again. From that angle, definitely didn't look like it. Oh. It's a bit flamboyant, but there's definitely contact there. I don't think it's a foul, but I don't think it's a dive. I think what the problem is Damari Gray, he kicks his foot. Fabinho kicks Damari Gray's foot. Damari Gray then, as a result of it, gets his foot and kicks his own leg and goes down. It's not... Yeah. I don't think it's a yellow for simulation, but having watched that a second time, I also don't think it's a foul. Let's have a look. We're still half-time in the other game. About to get to half-time here. There will be a few minutes of stoppage time, one would assume, in this game as well. Bernardo Silva has scored, and in the Man City game to make it 2-0. Thiago finds Henderson, goes back to Fabinho. Here's Trent Alexander-Arnold with a dodgy pass there, but he still managed to find Salah. Salah up against Digne, turns him inside. Lovely ball to roll in Henderson. Henderson, can he pick someone out? Finds Mane. Mane! Oh, good save by Jordan Pickford from the Sadio Mane header, and Everton are able to clear. Can they go forward themselves here? Here is Damari Gray charging up the field. Gray, he's just had to slow the play down there, and he's looked to switch it to Seamus Coleman. Everton living dangerously, though, ladies and gents. Everton living dangerously. We've got 3 minutes of added time at the end of this half here. Liverpool just trying to get themselves over the line ahead at half-time. That seems to be the strategy for Liverpool. Get themselves over the line, get yourself into half-time with a lead, regroup and rearm is probably the best way to say. Henderson flicks it around the corner to Jota. Jota tries to go back towards Sadio Mane, but unable to do so. Half-time game. We're not going to have a half-time game at the moment. Number one, because I was really busy tonight and didn't get a chance to prepare one. Number two, I might as well just continue to commentate over the Chelsea game when that one resumes and comes back on as well. 7 corners for Liverpool so far. Shows the dominance of Liverpool in comparison to just one from Everton, which was a very poor one as well. Didn't beat the front post as well, Everton's. Trent Alexander-Arnold, though, has gone over to take this next corner. Why is my low battery? Do you want to disconnect from Sam's iPhone? No. Really confused me there. Really confused me. 1 minute till half time, ladies and gents. Mo Salah flagged offside there after a Chelsea. I've got Chelsea in my head there. Liverpool corner. Maybe one last chance before half-time for Everton here. Pickford lumps it up to Salomon Rondon. Potentially a foul there, but referee says no from a tug on Rondon from Matip. Allen flicks it forward looking for Rondon. Rondon gets it under control. Drops it back to Digne. Back into Allen. Allen, good turn. Who is that running in behind? It's Digne. Digne pulls it across the box. Good block. Falls to Decore. Oh, blocked by Thiago on the line. Clears it out, and Sadio Mane gets the ball out, and that will be half-time. Oh, my gosh. And that is half-time. That was an exciting final few seconds there. I was just reading a few of the comments. We have... Sam United have 8 games this month. Yeah, I'm going to touch on that, actually. I'm going to touch on the run-in at this point because, oh, damn it, I've just opened my Premiere Pro. Don't crash my computer, please. Force quit. Just going to talk about it. It is Christmas time, ladies and gents. And, of course, we do have an increased schedule. But what do we all think? Let me know what you guys think to this increased schedule over Christmas time. Of course, from a fan perspective, we love it, don't we? We can't not love it. It's more football, and that's all we want to see, really. But maybe we need a winter break, or more of a winter break, because the players and the injuries seem to come thick and fast during this month. And if you're a team in the lower division, it does seem to, really affect some teams and put them out of the problem. What am I trying to say? Out of contention with the football, because at the end of the day, if you've got less players, then the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, even Everton, they're going to be able to outclass you because they have got the better players. I need to stop my stream timer. We'll stop that there. Thank you. I'm reminding myself to do that. Let me go back to 45 minutes, and it is half time. Guys, let me know if you are watching. What are your halftime thoughts on Liverpool versus Everton? And to be brutally honest with you, I'm quite surprised at the scoreline. This was my scoreline actually for the end of the game with Liverpool and Everton. I was expecting it to be 2-1 to Liverpool come the end of the game, but Liverpool came out of the blocks there really, really fast and almost took me by surprise. I know that Liverpool do come out of the blocks fast. They did it at the weekend as well, came out really, really fast, scoring in the opening few minutes. But I was almost surprised. Max is doing the halftime game for us. I've got to the knockout rounds with a German club, Lewandowski, or Kai Havertz. I'm an attacker. It's going to be Havertz. I'm calling it now, Max. I don't like this reverse game here. Yeah. What was that? What was I talking about? Max totally distracted me there. Nice one, Max. Yeah, I was surprised that Liverpool came out so fast early on in this game, but also really, really not, because Liverpool, so much quality in their side. Let me know, guys. What do you think to this Liverpool side? Where will this Liverpool side finish at the end of the season? Where do you see them finishing? Are they top 3? Are they top 2? Or are they at the top? Or are you going to be really controversial and put maybe a United or an Arsenal or a West Ham above Liverpool? So let us know what you think. The game between Watford and Chelsea will be getting underway in a couple of short moments. Let's go through the scores for today. Currently, Southampton 2, Leicester City 2, Watford 1, Chelsea 1, West Ham United 1, Brighton 0, Wolves 0, Burnley 0, Everton 1, Chelsea 2, and Aston Villa, the first defeat by the looks of things against Manchester City under Stevie G. So plenty of stuff to dive into there, and love a good midweek game of fixtures, don't we? Love a good midweek game of fixtures. Gives us something to do. Not any of those shards. Your nan was close though. Good stuff, ladies and gents. I can't even remember what I was going to say there. What was I going to say there? Nearly back underway here in the Chelsea game. Let's have a look how my fantasy team is doing at this current moment in time, because I know I have had at least a couple of goal scorers tonight. On to 33 points. Mason Mount gave me 12. 8 for Rafinha as well. Wow. 8 for Rafinha and 6 for Mohamed Salah. We're still Ronaldo and Tony. My two strikers still yet to play. Good stuff. It was Sancho. It's Sam now. Well, Chelsea making a change here. Thomas Tuchel clearly hasn't seen enough of Chelsea's defenders so far this game. Hasn't liked the look of Chelsea's defenders. And Thiago Silva looks like he's going to be coming on to cement this Chelsea defence whilst we wait for the Liverpool-Everton game to resume. Thiago Silva looks like he's going to be coming on to bring a bit of leadership for the Chelsea defenders. Who is it who is coming off? 17. It's Saul who's coming off. Really, really strange substitution that. I assume Chalobah will be dropping in centre midfield then. And Thiago going to defence, centre half, and a 3 at the back. I would assume that will be what is going to happen in this Chelsea game. Chalobah, we know, can play in centre mid, very confident in midfield. Chalobah and Loftus-Cheek, by the looks of things, will be in that 2 at centre mid. So Chelsea have other options, of course, on the bench, but maybe this is a quick fix sort of thing. Maybe this is what they're looking to do here, Chelsea. We are back underway at Vicarage Road in Watford versus Chelsea. Maybe this is what Chelsea are looking to do. Quick fix, solve it. Don't bring on any of the attackers at the moment, mainly because we're still trying to nurse a few back to fitness, and hopefully Havertz can get himself a couple of goals. I keep saying that every time someone gets injured. hopefully they can get a couple of goals and get himself on the score sheet. But Havertz doesn't seem to want to do that at the moment. But they are back underway. Havertz leading the line with Mason Mount and Pulisic as the front three for Chelsea, which does mean I believe it's Azpilicueta and Marcus Alonso, the fullbacks, Chalobah and Loftus-Cheek in centre mid. Then Christian, Santiago Silva and Rudiger and Mendy in goal as well. Would you rather sell Lukaku or Salah? Is this in reference to like what? Is that like if they were both at Chelsea, who would I rather sell? Is that what you meaning? Salah is the best, true or false? The best Liverpool player, true. One of the best in the world, true, but not quite the best. African Cup of Nations will hurt my fantasy. I think it'll hurt a lot of fantasy teams. I'm currently reliant on Mo Salah, and I don't know what to do. When AFCON comes in, I don't know what to do. Free kick whipped in there by Watford, cleared, and Chelsea might be able to counter-attack here with Havertz. Havertz does really well there. Better from Kai Havertz, who's been fouled though after his good hard work there. Would have been good to see if he could carry on moving the ball there, Kai Havertz for Chelsea, but doesn't look like Watford wanted to give him that opportunity. Cynical foul there from the Watford defenders. Merry Christmas to Santa, who has joined again. Sam, I got 7 points from Salah. He has scored a goal, so doesn't surprise me whatsoever. I've got 12 from Mason Mount at the moment. Good time to captain him. Ball over the top here. Good touch by Havertz, but it's unable to be recovered there, and they go all the way back to the keeper there, Watford. Christensen gives away a foul on half-time. Half-time? Halfway line. That's what I meant to say. .48 minutes on the clock in the Watford-Chelsea game. Still Watford 1, Chelsea 1. The goal scorers, Dennis and Mason Mount. Chelsea taking the lead on 30 minutes after a lovely team goal. Saw Mason Mount find the back of the net. And then Dennis and Musa Sissoko was the player who assisted Dennis. Oh, Chalobah's given the ball away there. And it has gone to that man, Musa Sissoko. And Watford might be able to break here. Josh King whips it across the box, cleared though by Rudiger. Chelsea living dangerously. Ruben Loftus-Cheek though, driving a counter-attack up the other way. That's a lovely ball from Loftus-Cheek, who finds Christian Pulisic. Pulisic cuts in on his right. Pulisic, what's he going to do? Is he going to shoot? Rolls it back to Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek blocked. Pulisic again. Oh, and Watford have got the numbers back, and they have managed to clear the ball up the field. End-to-end stuff at Vicarage Road at the minute. Both Chelsea and Watford putting on a good display. Chelsea need to start dominating, though. The Liverpool game will be back shortly. In case if anyone is wondering, clicking on the stream, the Liverpool game will be back shortly. We are still at half-time in the Liverpool game. Chelsea's game obviously kicked off slightly earlier, and then with the delay in play, Chelsea are about 6, 8, maybe 10 minutes ahead of the Merseyside derby at the moment. Chalobah flicks it to Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek definitely fouled there for me, and the referee has given it. Bit of a clumsy one, actually, there by the Watford defender. The free kick is pinged into Havertz. Havertz does really well. Havertz pulls it back. Oh, my gosh. Great defending from Ikong there. Great defending. Pulisic jogging on the spot there to tap that one in. And Ikong has done really, really well. The captain of Nigeria himself has done really, really well there, Ikong. Havertz, though, credit where credit's due. Dropped his shoulder, got past the defenders, and really good defending there. Otherwise, Pulisic had a tap in, had an easy tap in there. Oh, let me put my phone on charge. Danny Rose clips one forward, looking to spread the play there, but it's gone out of play over the other side. Seems to have taken a deflection for Watford, and it's gone out for a Chelsea Chelsea or Watford throw-in? Just got distracted there because I didn't want to be put off by Santa putting me on his good list. There we are. Santa's confirmed. Here we go. Confirmed. Santa says Sam is on the good list. Here we go. Confirmed. Things you love to see. Watford really look confident. They look confident in this game, and Chelsea are going to have to shift up a gear if they want to beat them. And Havertz is offside again, man. Offside again. Watford gave the ball away though, and here's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek has players in front of him, but Watford defending so well as a pack here. Claudio Ranieri set up his men really, really well at the moment. Really well, and Chelsea are struggling to gain possession, struggling to keep possession, and struggling to, move the ball round in attacking areas because there's no one in front of them, because there's just a sea of yellow shirts in front of them. Azpilicueta finds Chalobah, who finds Thiago Silva. Silva has a bit of room to move there, but instead opts to go to Rudiger. Rudiger finds Pulisic. Pulisic back to Rudiger again. Rudiger finds Christensen. Christensen also has room to move. Rolls it into lovely ball from Ruben Loftus-Cheek into Havertz. Havertz, dodgy touch again, Kai Havertz. Azpilicueta clips one in. Easy save, though, by the goalkeeper. I think it's Bachmann in goal because the cycling GK himself is unfit at the moment. I think he got injured a few games ago. It was in the hashtag game, wasn't it? It was in the hashtag game. He got injured. So, the cycling GK himself is out injured in this game as well. He's on my bench. But, let's back to the Chelsea game. Still a few minutes away from football kicking off in the Merseyside derby, so must be taking a little while longer. Pulisic clattered into the advertising board, though, in the Watford game. Roll yourself onto the pitch and then play can't resume, Christian. Pulisic just tries to get in front of the ball there, and Ikong makes a mistake there. He lets Pulisic in and then smashes him into the side of the advertising board. I don't think he meant it, but how did Foster play for hashtag? I think it was a 24-hour stream, if I am correct. I think that is correct. Everton and Liverpool players are coming back out again, so the main attraction is coming back out again. So we'll be underway shortly once again for the Merseyside derby, which is what you guys have all come to see, not just Watford and Chelsea. We will be back underway there. Wickham looks like an absolute beast tonight, though. Doesn't look like he's messing around. All that practice against Chris MD and Toby. That's what it is. All that practice. Wonder what's going through that man's head, Rafa Benitez, right now. What has he said to his team to try and inspire them and get their backsides in gear for this second half? Because for the large part of that first half, Everton weren't great. They weren't fantastic whatsoever. And a really, really disappointing first half for Everton. Would be worse, though, if they were still two goals down. But credit where credit's due. Damari Gray has taken his opportunity very, very well. And we will be back underway shortly as Danny Rose gets a head injury there in the Watford game. And there we are, back underway. There we are. Yeah, the timer is working. Sweet. Good stuff. Good stuff. We are back underway at the Merseyside derby as well, with Everton kicking from left to right, Liverpool kicking from right to left. Big second half needed here from Everton if they want to, claim some points at their home ground in the derby. That's a poor ball from Robertson, though, and he's just whacked the ball out of play there. Looked like he was aiming for a pass at first, and then it looked like he underhit it, and it didn't look like it was going to go out of play. Coleman's going to take the throw in for Everton. It deep inside the Liverpool half, throws it into Richarlison, who threads it into Rondon, but Van Dijk, those long legs of him, just sticks one out. Falls to Townsend, who clips one in. Decore's header always never going to really cause any problem for Alisson. And then Alisson, just as he's about to roll that out there, Rondon accidentally gets in the way of Alisson. Does apologise to the referee, though, as he wasn't allowed to do that because he made contact with Alisson and the ball was still in his hand. Thiago here is dropping in deep here. I think what we've learned with Thiago, and this is obviously me watching it maybe a little bit naive over the course of the last season and a half, as obviously I'm not a Liverpool fan. But I think what we've learned with Thiago is he doesn't work at the base of a pivot, at the base of a single pivot, and he works really well in a midfield 2 or a midfield 3, where the defensive pressures aren't on him, but where he can pick up the ball, manoeuvre the ball, move it round, create opportunities, and that's where Thiago thrives. It really is. Chelsea get away with one there in the other game. Ball played through. Eduard Mendy's had to rush out and fortunately managed to clear the ball. Aston Villa have scored against Manchester City as well. Referee gets in the way of Thiago there, but play continues. Andrew Robertson into Thiago. Thiago back to Andy Robbo. Robbo clips one in, manages to keep it on just about, but it was about to go over the byline. Everton able to regain possession though, and Andros Townsend's clearance bounces off Thiago, but hasn't quite gone out for a goal kick there. Referee deems Thiago to have given away a foul either way. And Villa have got one back against Manchester City, which is going to make an exciting second half of games here. We've got an exciting game in Watford, Chelsea, and an exciting Merseyside derby here. Could be an intense one. And a nervy one as well. Mendy's just clambering back to his goal here. And Chalobah is also down for Chelsea in the Chelsea versus Watford game. Back to the Liverpool game. Allen tries to break up the play, but only succeeds in giving the ball to Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold runs into space, rolls it into Mane. Surely Sadio Mane. Great block by Ben Godfrey. Great block. Sadio Mane looked like a certain goal there. In the box, 1-on-1 with Pickford. Ben Godfrey commits and does oh so fantastically well. Brilliant stuff from the young Englishman. Great defending. Some hefty tackles, though, coming in from both sides here. Hefty tackles. Sadio Mane's looked really bright so far. And Trent Alexander-Arnold there did really well. Played a lovely time ball. I think he's just about onside there, Sadio Mane. But it's all about the defending. The recovery run of Ben Godfrey there, out of nowhere, puts in a fantastic block. Coleman wasn't stretching his legs to get there. He runs in between the two of them and a really good block and puts his body in the way and does, well, fantastic defending. Ollie Watkins has scored for Aston Villa. That is who the goal scorer is in the Villa versus Manchester City game. Henderson clips one forward there, looking for Mo Salah. Just a little bit wayward that pass there. In the Chelsea game, it looks like Hakim Ziyech is going to be coming on. I wonder if that's for Chalobah, who has just picked up that slight knock. I do wonder, might be Mason Mount dropping into midfield and Loftus-Cheek sort of breaking up the play, Mount in midfield and Chalobah going off, but I'm not too sure. It's number 14. It is Chalobah who's come off. So that is what I assume will happen. Mason Mount will drop in. Back to the Liverpool game, Liverpool-Everton game, Merseyside derby, whatever you want to call it. Here's Thiago in an advanced area. Thiago rolls it to Henderson. Is Henderson going to wind one up here? No. Rolls it instead to Alexander-Arnold. Back to Henderson. Henderson, bit of a dodgy touch there, but still keeps on the ball despite pressure from Andros Townsend. Robertson finds Thiago. Thiago clips one over the top, looking for Mane, but Seamus Coleman and a combination of Seamus Coleman and Jordan Pickford somehow managed to gather the ball there. I think he did drop the ball there, Jordan Pickford. He did drop the ball there. Pickford hoofs that ball up clear. Good touch by Rondon. Rondon's done really well there. Finds Richarlison on the edge of the Liverpool box there. That kick from Jordan Pickford to find Rondon. Damari Gray Gray wiggles his way through. Oh, good defending by Joel Matip. Good defending by Joel Matip, and he can only concede an Everton corner here. Watford and Chelsea still 1-1, if you are wondering. And, well, Chelsea riding their luck a little bit at the moment under sustained pressure from Watford. Townsend's gone over to whip this one in with his left foot. Townsend whips it in, cleared though by, I believe that was the big man of Virgil van Dijk. Ball clipped back in by Seamus Coleman. Couple of bodies under there for Everton. One of them was Michael Keane, but couldn't do anything to get under it there. And Liverpool might be on the attack themselves, but good defending by Ben Godfrey on his recovery run back. And Everton are able to regain possession there. And second half looks a lot more even than the first half, I must say. Even just instantly. That's a lovely ball, though, from Fabinho to find Mohamed Salah. Salah goes to Jordan Henderson, who's gone on that overlap, and Henderson tries to whip one in. It's taken a few deflections, then cleared. Falls to Salah at the edge of the box, and probably the wrong decision there from Mohamed Salah. But at the end of the day, it's Mohamed Salah. You're not going to tell him what to do, are you? You're not going to tell Mohamed Salah what to do whatsoever. And that is a bit of a pants effort. But at the end of the day, if I was Mo Salah, I would be shooting from everywhere on the pitch because you know you've got it in his locker, haven't he? Chelsea really need to put their ideas up, actually, because City winning, Liverpool winning, I think Chelsea will drop down to third if the results continue the way that they are at this current moment in time. But here's Henderson. Henderson rolls it into Jota. Is Jota fouled there by Ben Godfrey? Referee finally gives a foul there. And to be honest with you, that looked more like a dive than the Damari Gray one. Sam wouldn't be happy with a draw. No, I wouldn't be happy with a draw, especially after the result at the weekend against Manchester United. Because we should have been beating United. Yeah, fair enough, it's United. But we have to come back. We have to have a good response. And so far today, from what I've seen of this Chelsea game, Chelsea have not had a good response. Saying I can't say much. We lost 4-1. Yeah, but you had a poor manager. That's the difference. Liverpool, free kick here in an advanced position. Trent Alexander-Arnold does have the ball in his hand. Probably will be Trent. Looks like his sort of area. Van Dijk's going to be the man to put the ball down here, which is questionable. We've seen him take free kicks. Was it when he was at Celtic? He used to take free kicks for Celtic. He scored a couple. We know he's got a good shot on him. Maybe this is going to be Van Dijk getting some aggression out on Jordan Pickford after that awful tackle last year. Only time will tell. This could either be a stroke of genius or a stroke of mayhem, if I'm honest with you. Wall just being lined up here by Everton. The people over the free kick here are Mohamed Salah, Thiago, and Virgil van Dijk. And to be honest with you, I think it's Van Dijk who's going to hit it. Van Dijk does hit it straight into the wall. I don't think he'll be doing that again. Trent whips it in, looking for Matip. Falls to Thiago! Oh, him and Van Dijk getting each other's way there. I don't think Van Dijk will be taking a free kick again. He hit it all right, but to be honest with you, even if it had gone under the wall, I don't think it would have... I don't think it'd have ever troubled Jordan Pickford from that kind of range. 25, 26, maybe even 30 yards out there and just tried to go under the wall. Questionable decision there to let Virgil van Dijk take a free kick on the best of days, let alone when it's from that kind of distance. Could have been very, very useful if you had a Trent Alexander-Arnold on that free kick. But maybe trying to spice things up a little bit. Decore into Allen. Allen, though, gives the ball away in Liverpool with a bit of pinball, but do well to keep hold of it. Henderson tries to flick that around the corner looking for Sadio Mane and flicks it instead to Keane, and Keane finds Damari Gray. Damari Gray has a bit of room here to move into. Gray against Matip. Good defending by Joel Matip there. Used his frame really, really well there, Joel Matip, and just cut out the play nice and easily. Just cut it out really nice and easily and stopped any attack potentially forming for Everton there. Jota tries to find Mane. Mane's touch isn't good though, and the attack can't stick. Demarai Gray goes forward, finds Richarlison with a delightful ball. Richarlison! Oh, shouldn't have shot. I think he got worried there, Richarlison, you know. I think he got worried. I think he sees Virgil van Dijk standing in front of him and he gets worried and thinks, you know what, I'm not going to get past him. Let me shoot on the edge of the box. It sets up quite nicely for him, tries to hit it as hard as possible. And unfortunately, maybe wasn't the decision. Solomon Rondon, though, has gone down. A little bit of concern for him here. It looks like he may have pulled a muscle there, gone down off the ball. Nothing involved. Solomon Rondon, of course, we know is a little bit injury prone. Fraser 7-2 Aston Villa past season, at least it wasn't 7. Yeah, but Shah, I don't know what's worse, losing 7-2 to Aston Villa or losing 6-1 to Spurs. Spurs are awful. .57 minutes on the clock. Still, Everton 1, Liverpool 2. Goal scorers, Demarai Gray, Jordan Henderson and Mohamed Salah, of course. Don't even think I needed to say that one. You guys would have got the drift on that. Jordan Henderson started off the goals in this game with a lovely, lovely strike from the edge of the box on his weak foot. And then, of course, we had Mohamed Salah inevitably scoring, cutting in on that left foot. And then Demarai Gray, just before half-time, really put a few questions in the Liverpool brains and made them doubt a little bit. Chelsea on the attack here with Kai Havertz, but easily saved by Bachmann. Sam, last season you just squeezed in fourth. It doesn't matter, yeah, does it? Because we won the Champions League. It doesn't matter if we squeezed in fourth. Our priority clearly wasn't the league. We won the Champions League. Remind me when you last won the Champions League, Shah. Little bit concerned here for Solomon Rondon. Think he's going to be going off, Solomon Rondon here. Looks like a pulled muscle. Looks like a pulled muscle. Hi, I hacked my brother's account, lol. Whose is your brother's account? Rondon has come off for Anthony Gordon here. Chelsea still at 1-1 here. 70 minutes on the clock as well. And a substitution. Is that the first substitution of the game? Potentially. Anthony Gordon has come on. Solomon Rondon has made way after an injury. How many Champions Leagues have you won? I don't know. How many Champions Leagues have you won? How many Champions Leagues have you won in the last 20 years, though? It's less than Chelsea. Let's point that one out. Sadio Mane here. Trying to get past Seamus Coleman. And it's gone out for a corner ball there, I believe. Or it's a throw-in deep inside the Chelsea half. More than you, Sam. Yeah, but you're talking about history now, Shah. You're turning into a Liverpool fan, aren't you? You're turning into a Liverpool fan. That's what you're doing. You're turning into a Liverpool fan. Oh, talking about your history. Oh, yeah, we won this in 1922. Who gives a hoot? Who gives a hoot? No one cares. It's about the here and now. That's all we're bothered about. And over the last 20 years, who's won the most Champions Leagues? Chelsea and Liverpool in terms of England. Let's have a look what's going on in the Watford-Chelsea game. Whilst Liverpool set up for this corner, Trent Alexander-Arnold has gone over to take this corner. Could do with an assist point if you won't mind, Trent. Could really do with it. Whips it in, looking for the head of Van Dijk again. Cleared over the bar. It's Arsenal versus Manchester United. Relegation continues. I mean, why did I say continues? Contenders. I mean, there were, but now they're not. You were on George's notifications. I'm George's brother. What? I'm so confused, Max. Did you comment on the stream? I'm really confused. Max, you've confused me, lad. You've confused me. What Robertson whips in this corner, looking for the head of Van Dijk there. Cleared by Keane, though. And Mane's trying to keep that in play. Allen manages to hook it clear, but referee deems that it's already gone. Already gone out of play. Chelsea better than Liverpool right now. Disagree. I think if you'd have asked me a week ago, I'd have said, yeah, maybe after that 4-1 win against Juventus, 4-0 win, against Juventus, but not on tonight's performance. Definitely not, Shah. Chelsea looking slow, looking sluggish, and Watford really giving them a good run for their money. No disrespect to Watford there. Chelsea haven't played well, but Watford have played brilliantly so far from what I have seen in this game. Trent finds Fabinho. Back into Trent again. Trent finds Matip this time, who finds Henderson, who flicks it around the corner to Mane. Mane tries to chest the ball on towards Mohamed Salah, but Everton regain possession. I'm George's brother. George's username is Max, not his real one. That's really confusing. What just happened there? Andrew Robertson. Oh, that looks more like a dive than any of the ones that I've seen. Yes, Robertson swings, but he pulls out. He's not even touched him. That is definitely a dive. That is. Ziyech, come on! Get in! Hakim Ziyech has just scored. Sorry, I was completely not confusing. Not confusing. I just read that and now I am confused. Ziyech has just scored, and Chelsea, and what is this? A free kick for Everton as well in an advanced position, and Chelsea have scored as well. Hakim Ziyech has bagged for Chelsea, and it is Chelsea 2, Watford 1, and we could have a second goal in a matter of seconds here with a dangerous free kick position for Everton. I think it's Mount who pulls it back there. It is Mount. It's Mason Mount who pulls it back into Hakim Ziyech. Townsend looks to whip that one over. Cleared though. I'll update the Chelsea part of the damn it, I keep clicking on Premiere Pro instead of Photoshop. I'll update the Chelsea part of this for us, guys, now that his shot rattled the top of the wall. Cleared at the front post from the following corner though by Everton. Everton just need to put their ideas up just slightly. We have the same scoreline in both games here. But hang on, Mohamed Salah running clear. Salah 3-1, not for long. No, we don't. We don't have it for long at all. Mohamed Salah goes up the other end from that corner, nicks the ball off the defenders, and Mohamed Salah makes it Liverpool 3. Everton 1, and Everton just switched off. It was from their own corner. From their own corner. They go up the other end of the pitch. Mohamed Salah, you can't let him have that room. You can't let him have that time. And easy stuff for Mohamed Salah. A player of that quality shouldn't be allowed to roam that easily. He's roamed and he's ran riot there, Mohamed Salah. Another 2 goals for Salah tonight. What have we got to do to stop him? Let's watch this again. Robertson clears it. I think it's a mistake by, who is it? Seamus Coleman, whose pocket has been nicked there. And Mohamed Salah was always going to get away there. Easy little finish. Pickford should do better, in my personal opinion, in goal. And there we are. Mohamed Salah on absolute fire at the moment. Gets his second of the game. And Chelsea, of course, also have their second of the game as well. So, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Why have I not updated that overlay? Where is it? Let's have a look. Let's update the overlay for us, guys. We should have a 3-1 and a 2-1 now instead of a 1-1 and a 2-1. And Liverpool going the right way here. There we are. That looks better, doesn't it? All right, wrong one. Hang on. Why is it taking so long to load? Jesus. Still uploading. All right, let's have a look at the comments. I do apologize about my brother. You're really confusing us all, Max. You're really confusing us all. Jimmy says, cheaters don't prosper with diving Everton. They are, to be honest with you, they are diving a bit tonight. And like the first couple, I was like, I didn't see that one. but the last few have definitely been dives by Everton. Totally agree with you there, Jimmy. The last few have been dives, and that is what they deserved conceding that one there. Really is. They got the free kick from a dive anyway. Liverpool went up the other end following the corner and made them pay and punished them. Hakim Ziyech has gone down injured yet again. Surprise, surprise for Hakim Ziyech here. Chelsea players dropping like flies at the moment. Looks like he's just taken a bit of a knock to the head there, Ziyech, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just a slight knock to the head for Hakim Ziyech. 66 minutes on the clock, though, in the Liverpool game. And Liverpool could be cruising here to a victory after a half-decent start. But like Jimmy said, the diving hasn't been great for Everton tonight. And I'm sure the FA will speak to them about that, because it has been 3 occasions tonight, where maybe even 4, where you could have booked someone from diving. My brother just came onto my account and started chatting. Not that confusing. Well, it was, because he's saying your name is George, which is what the confusing part was, Max. I mean, you could just get him to have his own account and then also subscribe to the Redgate-Large channel if he's that desperate. It's Fabinho, who finds Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk into Thiago, into Van Dijk, back into Fabinho. Intensity's just dropped a little bit here, Liverpool. They don't have to increase it, though, do they? They don't have to increase it. It's absolutely at their own pace now. They've got no reason to play, but that ball from Trent there was given away. But Van Dijk's done well to read that. Oh, yeah, my real name is George. Please don't confuse me, Max, please. Why are you called Max if your real name is George? That's just confusing. At the moment, as it stands, Chelsea 33 points, City 32 points, Liverpool 31 points, and West Ham down on 24 points. Have West Ham conceded? How are West Ham that far behind? Unless they've just not updated the graphic there, Amazon. But who knows? Who knows? Here's Sadio Mane. Mane, tries to pick out, I think that was Andy Robbo there, but instead only picked out Andros Townsend. Here's Jota, who's dropped in deep to collect the ball. Rolls it into Salah, who finds Trent, who finds Henderson. Henderson has to go back, though, to Trent again, and Liverpool recycle the possession once again. West Ham ended 1-1. Crikey. Just a little bit of daylight then between West Ham and the top few sides, and Arsenal with an opportunity there to jump into the top 4 tomorrow then, for the first time this season. Oh, good touch by Henderson. Henderson, plenty of room here to whip in a good ball. Oh, Ben Godfrey and Jordan Pickford, neither communicated with each other there, but did the job, put it over, put it behind, and lovely nutmeg from Jordan Henderson on Lucas Digne. Clearly heard that little Chelsea fan saying, "What's Jordan Henderson good at?" Which has been going around on social media at the moment. Don't know if anyone's seen that, but it did half make me giggle. Robertson goes out to take this corner. 70 minutes nearly on the clock in the Merseyside derby. Headed at that front post by Diego Jota, but just succeeded in headering the ball over there. Now over to Chelsea's game. Lukaku is on for Chelsea now as well. We'll be looking Chelsea to use him as an outball and stop Watford's progression in this game, because they do look good. Pulisic into Ziyech. Ziyech, poor touch though. Chelsea looked like they were going to attack there, but it was a very dodgy touch. But Havertz might be able to get on that one there, but unable to. Back to the Liverpool game. Mane flicks it over to Henderson. Henderson, is he going to pick out Mane? No, looks for Jota instead, but wasn't quite the right ball there. The ball was on, but he didn't quite make the right connection with it. And a slice there from Jordan Henderson is easily knocked back to Jordan Pickford by Michael Keane. I'm really confused at the fact that Max has just said his name is George. because I've just clocked that max is also a word. If something's to the max, is that what you've meant the whole time? Like, you're the max gamer? Oh God, everyone thought it was called Max. $80 minutes on the clock in the Watford versus Chelsea game. Might I remind you guys, if you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button for us, hit subscribe, try to get us up to that 15 like goal, which I've set myself here. And I'll keep you up to date with everything going on in both games. 10 minutes left in the game at Vicarage Lane, and 20 minutes left with Fabian Delph looking like he's going to come on for Everton against Liverpool as well. Chelsea on the ropes here. Really are on the ropes. Danny Rose headers one back in. Maybe a foul in the box on a Chelsea player there. Trying to keep my eyes on two games at a time here. And Chelsea are going up the other end with Kai Havertz. Not a lot happening in the Liverpool game. Nearly a dodgy back pass from Seamus Coleman. And Pickford sliced his pass, but Liverpool haven't gained possession. Chelsea still going forward at Vicarage Lane. Ball whipped in. There's Ziyech! Oh, on the header. Good save. Easily equal to it there by Bachmann. And better from Chelsea, though. Good movement from Hakim Ziyech in the box. But they do need a third, Chelsea. They do need a third. Andros Townsend is coming off. Who is he being replaced by? Fabian Delph, by the looks of things. The Bradford-born Fabian Delph. Guys, let us know your thoughts on this game so far, on both games. Been an interesting one. Get in the chat, guys. Let's get a bit of activity in this chat. And let's get talking. Let's get talking. We've got plenty to talk about in this game. It's been a fiery one so far. Liverpool running riot, though, at the moment. And, of course, Watford still clinging in there and still with an opportunity to maybe nick a late point. Not lick a... God. Well, here's Henderson, nick the ball and finds Salah. Salah tries to come inside. Couldn't make up if he was crossing there or passing, and didn't do either. But Liverpool do give away a foul there as the ball comes forward. Waiting for play to resume from that, though. It was a foul on Decore from Fabinho. Ziyech has gone down in the Watford game. In the Watford-Chelsea game. Couple of yellow cards being chucked out left, right, and centre. It is yellow card central tonight in both games. Both games seem to be picking up a load. That's a switch, though, looking in for Anthony Gordon, who wasn't quite able to bring that down, but he's doing his defensive work well. And he's just shrugged Sadio Mane off the ball there, but the referee's given him as a foul. A couple of substitutions being made with a Hal Pedro, I believe, coming on for Watford, and a couple of players going off as well, one of them being Tom Cleverley. James Milner as well is coming on for Liverpool in the Merseyside derby. Thiago is making way. Decent performance from Thiago today. I think we've seen a better Thiago today than we have in the last sort of season or so. The last couple of weeks haven't been a bad few weeks for Thiago, the Spaniard, formerly, of course, of Bayern Munich and Barcelona. So he's definitely got a few good clubs on his resume, but now starting to really show what he's worth now that Fabinho and Van Dijk and Matip are all playing in this team, showing what he is worth as a centre mid and not playing slightly out of position. 5 minutes left on the clock in the Chelsea game. Hakim Ziyech still receiving treatment, though, so I imagine there will be a few minutes of added time. Wouldn't be surprised if this Merseyside derby did finish sooner than the Chelsea game with the amount of stoppages in play that there have been. Everton try to hook the ball forward there, looking for Richarlison. Minutes dying out here for Everton. 75 minutes on the clock. Minutes slowly getting away from them. They need a goal sooner rather than later if they're going to try and nick a point from the former Premier League champions of 2 seasons ago. Alisson. All the way back there. Liverpool so calm on the ball, though. No matter where they've got the ball. Fabinho plays it into Henderson. Back into Trent. Everyone in this Liverpool team can play football to a fantastic, phenomenal degree. And I know that sounds stupid because they're Premier League footballers, but they're so confident on the ball. No one panics, and they are confident to play themselves out of possession there, especially that man, Virgil van Dijk, who just seems to glide across the pitch. Doesn't even look like he runs at the best of times. And Virgil van Dijk, what a player, by the way. What a player. An absolute classic of a defender, can do anything on it. But that being said, Salah gives the ball away there and picks out Richarlison. Fabian Delph does, but Richarlison's pass looking for Anthony Gordon. Had he got that off, Gordon would have been one-on-one with Alisson Becker. But some good defensive display by, you guessed it, Virgil van Dijk, who's managed to get his foot in the way there. We just have had a streaker run on the pitch as well. I'm assuming it is a streaker. I say a streaker, just someone running on the pitch. I just always assume they're a streaker. But they're fully clothed, so definitely not. But Max, where have you disappeared to? You can't, like, say your name's George and then dip. Looks like people have been Alisson. So a bottle got thrown on the pitch. Alisson went to kick it off, and he's kicked it at someone. Oh God, he does apologise to the crowd. It's still a little bit funny, isn't it? It is still a little bit funny and a little bit hilarious, if you do ask me. Milner finds Sadio Mane, who finds Robertson. Robertson easily inside of Anthony Gordon there. Defensive display so far hasn't been great from the young man. Trent finds Mo Salah. Salah goes back into Fabinho. Fabinho goes to Henderson. Henderson. Watford are also on the attack at the same time with Josh King. Oh, blocked. Shot blocked, though. I think that was João Pedro's shot, was it? Can't quite work out who that was there, but Liverpool on the attack themselves here. Good turn by Jota. Jota, surely. There we are. There we are. Diego Jota. That's all he needed. Half an opportunity. Lovely turn, Diego Jota. Lovely turn from Diego Jota. And he's found the roof of the net. And that is Liverpool 4, Everton 1. Absolutely ran riot there. Diego Jota and Liverpool. Brilliant play by Diego Jota. What a turn. What a turn on the ball there from Diego Jota. His goal-scoring form for Liverpool continues. Who'd have thought when he moved from Wolves that he'd be such a clinical goal scorer? Very clinical. Everton fans have had enough. They are leaving now as well. It is Everton 4. Let's see who got that assist. It was Robertson, who played a delightful ball and an even better turn from Jota to get away from Allen. Lovely stuff from the Portuguese player Jota there. And Allen, to be honest with you, he overcommitted. He's overcommitted. He thought he was going to hold the ball up and have his back to goal there. And Jota's just thought just slightly quicker than him. It was a good turn. It wasn't a phenomenal turn. It wasn't anything out of the extraordinary. But fair play to Diego Jota. Brilliant touch, brilliant turn. And a deserved goal for Diego Jota. He's been very good tonight, Jota. Very good tonight. He seems to know how to play that Roberto Firmino role very well at the moment. And Roberto Firmino will be getting a little bit worried on that one. But there we are. There is the updated scores. I think that's... I've not put space between the 4 and the 1. That'll annoy me, but definitely not. Any Everton fans in here? I don't think there's anyone in here, to be honest with you, Fraser. I think it's just you and me, lad. But, yeah. Ugh. Rafael Benitez. Chelsea legend. Chelsea a legend. Chelsea have about a minute of regular time left, and then whatever extra time they have. Like I say, I think Chelsea and Watford are going to have a few more minutes of added time come the end of the game. Mason Mount has just won man of the match for a goal and an assist tonight. Good call for me to captain him, I'll tell you what. Admittedly, it was either him or Salah, and I guess it's not a good call in comparison, but 6 minutes. 6 minutes of added time. Jeez. 6 minutes of added time in the Chelsea-Watford game here. So it'll be the 88th minute by the time Everton kicked off. Everton and Liverpool thingy in. And then they kick off 30 minutes later. Jeez. There'll be like 6 minutes in it. Watford going forward. But Chelsea holding strong at the moment. Liverpool also going forward here with Diego Jota. Jota's claiming a handball. Maybe should have played on there. Probably should have played on there, Diego Jota. Salah wanting his hat-trick. Rolls it into Sadio Mane. Mane, can he get a shot off? Instead, rolls it back to Robertson. Robertson looks to curl one in. Blocked, though, by Everton. Everton standing strong at the moment. That being said, they are 4-1 down, so can't do any worse than what they have done throughout the rest of the game. Jordan Pickford's fuming. Jota is adamant as well that there was a handball in there by Coleman. It is a handball, yeah. Referee can't see it. It's not in the box. It's not going to go to VAR. So he shouldn't have done that. He should have just carried on. He could have probably got the ball back if he'd have done that. It was a bit clumsy. Jordan Henderson will be making way as well for Liverpool tonight. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. You to me are everything, my Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oh, baby, is coming on as well. Emmanuel Dennis is down for Watford. Chelsea having to hold on here. There's a foul from Christian Pulisic of all people. Oh, get up, Emmanuel Dennis. He barely touched you, lad. He barely touched you. Looks like it's going to be a dramatic few minutes left at Vicarage Lane here. The Liverpool Manchester derby, Merseyside derby is pretty much done and dusted now, barring an unbelievable comeback. I'm sure we've seen crazier, but barring an unbelievable comeback from Everton, it looks like it's going to be an easy Liverpool win. Oh my gosh! Who was that from that free kick in the Chelsea game? What a strike that was from the Watford man. Number 33 for Watford. What a strike that is. He's proper knuckleballed that. And Mendy does well to be equal to it. Does very, very well to be equal to it and parried over the bar by Mendy there. But he's hit that like a rocket there from about 35 yards, maybe even 40 yards out there. A really, really good strike. On another day, that finds the back of the net. Evening, Umar. No worries, mate. Who scored Liverpool's fourth? It was Mohamed Salah yet again. 2 for... Was it Salah? No, it was Jota. 2 for Salah, though, tonight. 1 for Jota and 1 for Jordan Henderson. And, of course, 1 as well for Damari Gray, who is just making way now, actually, as well. So, but the real drama is going on in the Chelsea game at the moment as well, Umar. So... Czech Tosson has just come on. I mean, if you're ever in need of a goal, I wouldn't ever really suggest bringing on Czech Tosson. But, you know, each to their own, each to their own. Chelsea really living life dangerously in the final few minutes. If you are wondering, Umar, I am watching both games as a Chelsea fan. I am trying to watch both games. Obviously, I didn't expect them to be like 4 minutes behind now. You got me happy when you said Salah. He carries my FPL team. I do have an FPL league if you want to join that as well, Umar. There's a link to that in the description if you wanted to join that. There's a couple of us in there, usually just the regular geezers who are in this sort of chat. You Frasers, you Olivers, whoever. Yusuf's in there as well. So if you want to join that, feel free, mate. Yeah, I heard about that. How did the mess start? How did the mess start? What do you mean? What, with like the times being different? Is that what you mean, Emma? Trent, lovely ball. Oh, tries to pick out Salah there, but really well read by Lucas Digne, who spotted that a mile off. A minute left at Vicarage Road as well. Digne, balls have gone out of play though. Touches in the opposition box. Everton 12, Liverpool 26. All you need to know really that, doesn't it? The Chelsea game, I heard something kicked off. Oh, in the Chelsea game, the game was abandoned for about 15, 20 minutes because of a fan who unfortunately fell ill. It was a cardiac arrest. We seem to be getting more and more. How did Sadio Mane? What? Sorry, Umar, I'll get back to that in a sec. They just showed Mohamed Salah and they popped up saying Sadio Mane, man of the match. They surely meant Mohamed Salah and just clicked on the wrong player accidentally. But what? Yeah, basically there was a player, there was a fan, in the Watford end who had a cardiac arrest. Messina got injured, and at the same time there was a cardiac arrest as well. The thing is, I don't mind joining the league, but I just stopped caring about it. Yeah, I mean, you can join the league. I mean, I don't think many people care about it. I just kind of watch what's going on. Yeah, and that's what happened to Vicarage Road. So it was postponed, and the players said they won't come out until they heard positive news and that the player was stabilised. Chelsea really, really fine lines here. Watford have their tails up and are sniffing around that Chelsea goal. Kiko Feminier with an opportunity there, blocked, and it's gone behind for a Watford corner. Watford, last chance saloon here for Watford. Goalkeeper's going up as well. Backman is going up as well. Whipped in, and Chelsea might be able to get the ball up the field themselves, and that is full time at Vicarage Lane. Chelsea have just about scraped a win there, and really, really well done by Chelsea to scrape the win there. Mason Mount getting a selfie with a fan who has ran on the field. So that is Chelsea full time. Chelsea won. Mason Mount, man of the match, goal and an assist for Mason Mount. But back to the Merseyside derby. Haven't got long left. What's the next stream on? I'm not sure. Let me know what games are on the weekend. Oh, before I knock over my green screen behind me, I could have forgot that was there. Let me know what games are on the weekend and let me know which games you fancy, really. Probably do one of the big games and then one of the Chelsea games or something like that. But Umar, I don't know if this would be something you're interested in. I do have a few vlogs coming out over the weekend as well from my time in Germany. So if that's something you want to see, I think they're pretty entertaining. I do think they're pretty entertaining. But that being said, they are mine. So whether they actually are is a completely different ballgame. But who knows? Who knows? Everton on the attack here. Can they get themselves a redeeming goal? Make this scoreline look a little bit more respectable? Because at the minute, it does look like a bit of a hammering. And it, to be honest with you, has been kind of a bit of a hammering here. Seamus Coleman into Anthony Gordon. Gordon drops his shoulder, sends James Milner to get some biscuits from the shop once again. Digne this time, whips it in. Cleared, though, by James Milner. Minamino, who's just come on as well for... Who did he come on for? Diego Jota. That'll be kind of cool. I'll give it a watch sometime. No worries. No worries. If you haven't already, guys, be sure to drop a like on the video for me. Be absolutely fantastic if you could do that. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe as well. Like I said, the goal for the end of the year is 500. So if you could do that, that'd be brilliant. United Arsenal tomorrow. I'm thinking about that. I might. I was supposed to be FaceTiming my girlfriend, who is in Germany at the moment, who I went to see. But I might wait and see. If it's an 8 o'clock one, which I do believe it is, I might be able to swindle my way to go to the gym and record that at the same time. So if I use my time well, Trent Alexander-Arnold switches the play. Here's Robertson. Good touch from Robertson, but a poor ball, and Seamus Coleman easily intercepts that, and he might be able to get the ball up the field here to Sheikh Tosun, but Sheikh Tosun has a touch of a brick wall, I'll tell you what. Sheikh Tosun, how is he? He's made it. He's absolutely, I don't know how he's made a living as a footballer, Sheikh Tosun. 8:15 kickoff. Yeah, absolutely. I'll do that. I'll try and do that anyway. I'm working from home tomorrow as well, so I don't have to do the travelling home. So that's 40 minutes out of my day sorted, which is good. So I can get to the gym earlier on. Everton, Arsenal on Monday. There's lots of games coming thick and fast at the moment. We'll probably almost definitely do the Chelsea game. See what I've got on at the weekend. Of course, I need to buy some Christmas presents as well. I need to remember to do that. I'm not very good for There's not many amazing games this weekend. No, probably Chelsea West Ham is probably the best. I'll try and find a guest if I can find a West Ham fan. I don't really know too many West Ham fans. Maybe we ask Ethan from the Sidemen. Maybe we ask Bazinga. Imagine how stupid that'd be. That'd get me some traction. Here's Milner. Milner dispossessed by Decore, but illegally, according to the referee. And Everton will be disappointed with this performance tonight. They just didn't look at it. Just did not look at it. Switched off early on, and never able to recover from that. Never able to recover from that. And when you're 2-0 down against the Liverpool side, it's always difficult, let alone in a derby as well. Anthony Gordon, though, doing his defensive duties better that time against Andrew Robertson. 91 minutes on the clock at the moment. We've got 3 minutes of added time left at the end of this game. If you have TikTok as well, by the way, Umar, I am on TikTok as well. There is West Ham versus Chelsea, Umar. Yeah, there is. That's what I will try and do. I'll see if I've got any friends who support West Ham. I'm not sure I do. I also need to branch out a little bit into the actual YouTube world and try and find people. But I'm always very, very conscious that you have to find someone who sort of has an agreed mentality, if you know what I mean. Like someone who's on the same wavelength. So, like, not even like they have the same opinions, but that they conduct themselves in the right manner. So, finding that is different because my channel is very PG-13 sort of thing. That's what I look for. I don't really use TikTok, to be honest. That's no worries. West Ham to win. Classic Fraser. Decore finds Gordon. Gordon into Decore. Maybe a consolation. Poor ball in the final third. And Everton again. They just don't look great, do they, Everton? They look like the occasion got the better of them tonight. Really do. Look like the occasion got the better of them. And Liverpool outclassed and outplayed them. That is the best way to say it. Outclassed and outplayed them. To be honest with you, Liverpool that is full time. Liverpool haven't really got out of third gear tonight. And this is a six gear gearbox, and they haven't really got out of third gear tonight. Mohamed Salah scoring 2 brilliant goals to drive the Liverpool team forward. And easy win for the Reds, says Fraser. Totally agree, mate. Absolutely, totally agree. It's been a really, really easy night at the office. Jurgen Klopp will take that any day of the week, though. An easy day at the office. Easily able to cruise past an Everton side who, like I said, right at the beginning, they were just sloppy. They were. Inside 30 seconds, there was a miscommunication between Seamus Coleman and a miscommunication between Jordan Pickford, and it put them in a poor position. And that set the tone, really, for that first half specifically. They got a little bit better at the beginning of the second half. But again, as soon as that third goal went in, it just all went to pot, and Everton never really looked like getting back into that game. Well, I am going to conclude it there for you guys. It is a bit late now. It is 10 o'clock in the evening. Like I said, there will be some vlogs coming from Germany as well. So if that is, do you remember the James era at the start when he first joined? James, as in, I'm really confused about that, Umar. Like I said, if you like me, if you want to see more of the channel, make sure you stick around on the channel because there is a few vlogs coming in the next coming days. Trip to Berlin. I'm sure you guys will be looking forward to seeing a trip to Berlin, which of course they might be in quarantine as well in a few weeks' time. So make sure you are switched on to that because it might be the closest thing we get to another trip to Germany in a few months at least. So that is, I'm going to leave that there. Oh, the James Rodriguez. That makes more sense. That does make more sense. Thank you, Umar. Yeah, he was mental. Everton looked really good at the beginning there, but it's how the cookie crumbles, isn't it? How the cookie crumbles. But we are going to leave that there, guys. Thank you for everyone who has watched, even if it was for 30 seconds or 30 minutes. Really appreciate everyone's support and for those keeping in the chat as well. Big win tonight for Liverpool. Could have been a potential banana skin. But fortunately for the Reds, they have managed to prevail tonight. And of course, as you can see on your screen right now, Chelsea have squeezed a 2-1 win against Watford. Really, really squeezed a 2-1 win against Watford. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. And most importantly, guys, do stay safe. Cheers.